evening, everyone, and welcome to another installment of TED Excellence, the show in which I am, much against my instincts, not going to speak too much about current political events. And I come to you live from Crater Valley on the moon with Dogcat Fox, a Pepperjack, and all of you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome again to Thursday. Tumultuous Thursday in so many ways. Yes, I don't want to completely date, so to speak, this broadcast nor veer too much off the topic, but let's just say I learned quite a lot this evening about the Mexican president of Egypt. That's all I'll say about it. There will be streams and headlines and memes about this kind of stuff for years to come. So I don't need to say any more. Either way, in other craziness is tonight's topic and tonight's video, because unbeknownst to me, I didn't know I would need a palate cleanser, a mental palate cleanser, if you can call it that, until just now. But that's what we have tonight. I will talk about that in a moment. But first, who's joining me on this amazing, eventful Thursday evening? Kiever Dam, hello, and thank you, Kiever Dam, for, as always, helpfully providing the links to the GoFundMes for our friends Moonshock, James Colley, Grizilla, and Angry Illinoisian. If you guys have the opportunity, please do take a look at those. And I know I'm playing favorites, but I can't help myself. Please, in fact, take a look at Moonshock's. Moonshock, longtime friend of the show, has beaten cancer twice. It has come back for a third round, and he needs some help in that fight. So please take a look at that one in particular, but all of them, please. And as well, if you donate, if you can, if you can't, that's fine, but please do share them out on social media when you have the opportunity. Every little bit helps. Thank you ahead of time. And thank you, Kiefer Dam, again. Tier Alexander, the Gentleman Lich, good evening. Mike R., good evening. Derek LaRue, good evening. We've been wondering where you are, Derek. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing well. I don't know if you saw it a day or two ago. I sent you a message on Discord just to check in, because I was like, where's Derek? Derek's like Norm, right? Well, I mean, I guess you're sort of competing. Actually, I guess Kiever Dam would be more the Shelley Long or the Kirstie Alley, and you're the Norm, maybe? I don't know. But either way, glad to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much, as always, for your continued support and generosity. And I hope you enjoyed the show. Tall Person, good evening. Who else is here? Noah Asensio, good evening. Your average bacon enjoyer, good evening. Miranda Stone, queen of true crime behind the scenes, hello. Full Metal Joker, hello. Let's see who else is here. Draco Rincewind, good evening. Kiro Soldier, good evening. Attack Alpaca, good evening. The One Ton Hammer, hello. Brittany Holland, hello. Keldrig, hello. Simon Willikins, hello. Spittle Buggies, hello. Pissed Off Shih Tzu, hello. Holy cats, everybody's here today. Datura Jones, hello. Found, hello. Can you be Cliff? I don't know. I guess it depends on the chemistry between you and Derek LaRue. So I guess Derek will have to be the arbiter of that decision. Ostzan, good evening. And I think that's everybody I saw. If I missed you, if you're lurking, if you're in the future, hello. All right. So tonight is the night where we have a TEDx with a warning label from TEDx. This is as far as I got into it, and I'm paraphrasing. It said something to the effect, note, the opinions of the speaker on energy and physiology are the speaker's alone, and has no scientific basis on which to. But I stopped right there. I was just, okay, I don't know where we're going, but I can't wait. So yes, tonight is Unlocking the Soul's Blueprint. Now, I don't often delve into the metaphysical on TEDx, but it does happen from time to time. So I don't know what this is going to do to us. I don't know where we're going to go. I do not know what belief system she may touch upon, and heaven knows if you believe in that kind of thing. I know just as much about religion as is necessary to be dangerous. So well, we'll see. We'll see. Either way, what I do know is this sucker is almost 18 minutes long, so I'm going to get going. First off, the bingo card tonight is bingo card A. A as in Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin was the winner of the Best Soul Singer. Soul's Blueprint is a soul singer, yeah. On the bingo poll on X, formerly Twitter. If you'd like to follow along and participate in the poll on X, formerly Twitter, each week, follow me on X. I really should change the logo on there, but I'm too lazy. At scribe_light. And before we get too far into it, we have from Kiro Soldier, thank you so much, with the very serious, very bowful, very, very respectful Dogcat Fox. Oh, Dogcat Fox.
Wowie, wow, wow.
That is a brand new Dogcat Fox from Liat Fox. Liat Fox? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Liat Fox. I think Liat is a lurker in the audience, and Liat submitted a wowie wow wow on the Discord. Now, I am now, as I have been for quite a while now, taking submitted wowie wow wows of your own stylings and otherwise. So far, the trend seems to be very, very low and soulful. Wowie wow wow. But, you can do whatever you want because obviously...
Wowie wow wow.
There is also another submitted wowie wow wow I have in the holster here for when the time comes, but we'll get to that as we get there. Either way, thank you again, Kiro Soldier. And with that, let's start off with the blueprint of unlocking the soul's blueprint. Start off with a few seconds for a sound test. You guys tell me if you can hear it, and then we will proceed. Oh man, a musical cue. I hope I don't get in trouble. Amanda Joy Loveland. All right.
You are insignificant.
Oh man, I needed a pick me up, not a tear me down.
You do not matter. You are too fat, too skinny, too tall, too short.
Mm-hmm.
You're failing as a mother. You're failing as a father.
I am.
You should be doing more with your life.
I know. Look what I'm doing right now. Another TEDx. Why?
You are unworthy.
I know. Is she a dominatrix?
I am unworthy.
Okay, well, on to the bingo card. That sounds like self-vilification or wretchedness to me. I don't know. Let's okay, you know what? I'll be nice. I'll wait. She might just be being rhetorical. If she says these are things I told myself or whatever, then we'll circle the square.
I should be doing more with my life.
You said that already.
I shouldn't be up here on this stage.
Well, I guess that remains to be seen as to the consequences of your presentation. Holy cats! Holy dog cats foxes. Alan Thyler, thank you so much for the Samurai #1 Dogcat Fox. Oh, Dogcat Fox.
Wow, wow, wow.
That is a Froggy Dogcat Fox. Thank you so much, Alan Thyler, and thank you, Froggy, as well, for submitting your Dogcat Fox to the supply. Appreciate it. And thank you again, Alan. Okay, I'm not worthy, you're not worthy, everybody's terrible, and...
I'm failing as a mother. I should be more successful.
Yeah, you can.
I am unlovable.
Uh-huh. Yes. Keep going.
I'm going to invite everyone to take a breath.
Uh-huh.
And on the exhale, just release whatever emotions came up while I said those statements.
Okay. Why am I watching another TEDx? Okay. I'm cleansed now.
How many of you wanted to push me off the stage or wonder how the hell did she have the audacity to come out here and say these things?
I got to tell you, honestly, my tolerance level for TEDx's are so high at this point. You could have come out, covered in mayonnaise and shouting ancient Greek, and I probably wouldn't be all that surprised.
And yet I'm just speaking out loud the thoughts we all have in our minds at one point or time in our lives.
Okay. So far she hasn't. Okay. Unless she says that she too has had these thoughts, I'm not going to circle it.
I just said them out loud.
Yeah.
During our next several minutes that we have together.
Yes.
I'm going to invite you to go on a journey with me, and you will change if you want to.
Okay. Should I start the Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring music, hiking across the mountains as we go on this journey?
It's your choice.
It's my choice.
We're going to dive into the Soul's Blueprint. How many of you have ever heard of the Soul's Blueprint before?
I honestly had not until tonight. And Kiro Soldier in the chat makes a good point. That is blatant mind reading or assumes motives. Even though she may be correct, all the same, she's making assumptions. So circling mind reading assumes motives on the bingo card. Also, before I miss it, thank you, Keeverdam. TEDx, more like Ted Y. Why? Because we like you. MOUSE. Thank you, Keeverdam. Appreciate it. Yes, Ted Y. Ted Y.
I know I hadn't. And I never thought I'd be standing up here on this stage in front of you with a woman who feels like her purpose here is to bring people back home to their original soul's blueprint.
My original soul's blueprint. Take me home, country roads.
I want to share a story with you about the musk deer.
The musk deer? Does that deer have fangs?
If you haven't heard about this story, it's a fascinating story.
Is it like a jackalope?
The musk deer is one of the most endangered and sought after species in the world.
Really?
They're sought after for their musk scent, which is held in a hairy pouch around their bellies called a musk pod.
Oh, I think I've met some gamers that possess that feature.
Not only are humans desired, they go and try and find this, they can actually sell a musk pod for $45,000
What?
on the black market.
What?
But the musk deer, too, is also so enticed by this scent, it will roam for miles in search of this elusiveness, of this smell. It will often end up rubbing off this musk pod. It'll regrow after a few years, but the musk deer always goes and tries to find the scent.
So are there like musk deer farms where they just harvest these smelly sacks every season? Or I admittedly, I have never heard of the musk deer before. I've never seen a deer with fangs before. That's kind of terrifying, honestly.
This elusiveness, it's in love with this scent, this ghost. How many of you have gone through your life in search of something that feels like it's lacking within you?
Okay, I gotta say, I did not imagine we'd be discussing an endangered species I've never heard of before as, I'm guessing, a metaphor for whatever point she's going to make. But yeah, okay, I think most of us have had a yearning, a need, a desire that we can't seem to fulfill in ourselves.
Trying to pacify that void, trying to satisfy it through different means, different avenues, through the things, the job, the career, the girlfriend, the boyfriend, the husband, the wife, the house.
The various intoxicants.
And yet something always feels like it's lacking. Our soul's blueprint is this place within each and every single one of us, like our fingerprint, that is unique. No two fingerprints are the same.
Well, there's actually a debate on that. You see, you can't know that no two fingerprints aren't the same. And in fact, there's been a couple of instances where, anyway, I could get into it, but that would take forever. Jamie Melquist, thank you so much for the bowing award presenting boned Dogcat Fox. Oh, Dogcat Fox.
Wowie fucking wow.
There's a Satsu 2 cents Dogcat Fox. Thank you so much, Jamie. Hope you're having a good evening. Okay. Yes, all of us have a dream, a desire, a yearning to understand what is our place in the world, and so on. Yes, and each of us has a soul's blueprint unique unto ourselves, like a fingerprint. And then?
It's a place within us that's been gently tapping us on the shoulder, saying, hey, are you listening? I'm right here.
Okay.
It's our true north. It's a place within us that is our purpose.
Wouldn't it be just absolutely depressing if my true north, my purpose was to analyze TEDx talks? Oy, caramba.
And let's dive a little bit more into this. Oh boy, this is you.
That's me?
Cute, right?
What?
Ignore that the layout got messed up.
I'm a what?
But this is you.
What's me?
Come into this world.
What?
Here's your soul's blueprint.
What?
Here's your edges.
She's pointing to something off screen that we're not allowed to see, apparently, and I don't know what she's referring to, but maybe she'll show us in a second. I don't know. Thank you again, Kieverdam. The Chinese water deer might be the same as the musk deer. Well, you see, I don't know that I've ever heard of the Chinese water deer either. All I know is that I saw a deer with round ears and fangs. And I thought I was looking at, like, the Fiji mermaid or the jackalope or something. But no, this is a real thing with a stink bag attached to its stomach. That's worth $45,000 a pop. I'd be really curious to know what exactly is the musk sack on a musk deer supposed to do for some. I'm assuming it's some kind of aphrodisiac, right? It's not something you would cook and eat, right?
Let's say you come into this life happy, you have a good childhood. Your childhood might look something like this.
Like what? Show us what you're talking about.
Kind of skating along, going along with curiosity, with play, with wonder, being a kid, enjoying life. Let's say now you hit puberty.
Just all of a sudden? Wow, we're going fast, all right.
Man, those emotions start pulling you and taking you, and you have no idea what the hell is happening, right?
Okay, you better get to a point here soon, lady, because if nothing else, I'll be circling word salad, and I have a feeling I'm going to get to a WTF sooner or later.
Start kind of moving around these places. And then it starts taking you a little bit away from this center point, from your true north.
Puberty does? Why?
Let's say you fall in love.
Heaven forfend.
And that place within you is kind of tapping you on the shoulder, saying, hey, here's some red flags. Are you paying attention?
To falling in love?
But you don't, because, hey, it's love.
Someone's bitter.
And a lot of times we abandon ourselves for the sake of love. So we fall into this relationship, we dive in, and then let's say we realize this isn't what I want.
Okay, I have a feeling, and I'm happy to be corrected as we go, I have a feeling we are once again listening to an inner monologue dictated and transcribed as a TEDx talk. So every time that she says we, I'm just going to mentally transpose that with the word I, because I have a feeling she is confessing to us all.
Go through a breakup. We hit our outer edges. We hit those pain points where the pain gets so deep, is that dark night of the soul, where the pain gets so deep that it causes us to push ourselves to look a little deeper.
Does the dark night of the soul inhabit Gotham City by any chance?
The soul starts to call. Again, gently tapping us on the shoulder. Hey, what else is possible? So you start to make new choices, new habits, new behaviors, and you start to come a little bit back more into your soul's blueprint.
Okay, you know what? I'm circling word salad. If not for what has already occurred, then the aggregate of what we're about to experience otherwise, I have a feeling. But speaking of which, let's go over the bingo card and remind ourselves what it is we are listening for, at least briefly here. Come on, bingo card. There we go. Collectivizes own demographic, systemic or institutional, sales pitch for product or service. I'm wondering if we're going to get to like a book or some kind of like method by the end of this, or an app. Who knows? Childhood or family anecdote. Did she talk? I mean, I'm assuming she's referring to herself most of the time here, but I don't know that we've actually had a childhood or family anecdote yet, have we? I don't think so. Diversity, equity, and or inclusion. Plays victim. We'll see. I'm still waiting on that one. Microaggressions or unconscious bias. Privilege. Contradicts own point or argument. Not sure what it is yet. Patriarchy. Weightless example. We might get there. Economic disparity. Feminism. Not yet. Okay, I guess we'll see. Marginalized or marginalization. A list. White supremacy. Self-vilification or wretchedness. I am going to circle that one because I think more likely than not, she is at least doing some kind of self-confession at some point in her own life or otherwise. Argumentative non sequitur. Attempts to coin new buzzword or buzz phrase. Blueprint of the soul is definitely a new buzzword or buzz phrase to me. So circling that one. Benevolent condescension, not yet. Anecdote that probably never happened. And lastly, leaves out vital context. I'd be surprised if we don't get there. So on the board already, we have free space, word salad, self-vilification or wretchedness, attempt to coin new buzzword or buzz phrase, and mind reading assumes motives. Remember, this is bingo card A. Links are in the description. Also, thank you, Zed the Snarky, for the very respectful bowing dog cat fox. Oh, dog cat fox.
Wowie, wow.
There is a P-Dog Night dog cat fox. Thank you so much, Zed. Appreciate it. Also, Alan Thyler again. Thank you, Alan. It's used for colognes. Really? Man, nothing like smelling like a musk deer for 45 grand. I mean, is it supposed to work as well on the opposite sex or something? That's weird. I honestly, I don't think I've ever heard of a musk deer before. I think that might be the first time I've heard of a musk deer. A deer with fangs. Ugh. All right. Anyway.
That true north. Life happens, then you find, hey, this is my purpose, and now you're more aligned.
Okay. How do I find my purpose? I know you're generalizing and summarizing, but please, I really need to know, how do I find my purpose? How do I follow my purported soul's blueprint?
With your soul's blueprint.
Right.
One of the beautiful things as far as being a shaman.
You're... Okay, I'm sorry, everybody. Okay, I didn't know we were listening to a shaman. Okay. Proceed.
One of the beautiful things as far as being a shaman that I hold is this beautiful place of stillness.
Would you say tranquility?
A ceremony of guided meditations. It's one of the best gifts that I hold that I love dearly.
Guided meditation. Okay, I have heard of such things before.
And I'm going to invite all of you to actually go on a journey with me today.
You already did invite us to go on a journey with you, or is this a side quest, or is this, or are we done with that first journey and now we're on to the sequel? Okay.
Are you ready?
I am as ready as I am ever going to be.
I'm going to invite you all to take a deep breath. Get comfortable in your seat. And invite all of you to close your eyes, if you will.
Oh my gosh, guys. I feel like I'm watching an old 90s David Copperfield episode. All right. My eyes are closed.
And trust me, in this space, that you are safe.
I feel so safe in this safe space.
Taking a few deep breaths in through your nose. And out through the mouth. And again in through the nose. And out through your mouth. And And in your mind,
Uh-huh.
asking the thoughts to quiet,
Shut up. All of you, shut up.
to settle.
Settle down, all y'all.
And you can actually ask the question, I wonder what my next thought will be.
I wonder what my next thought will be. Why the hell am I doing this?
And nothing should come.
Oh, that's what she said. No, wait.
Calling in all of your energy into the here and the now, sending out any energy that's not yours. Known and unknown.
Uh-huh.
And allowing yourself to go in your imagination somewhere that feels safe, somewhere in nature that feels safe to you. Go there now.
The dark side of the moon.
Maybe it's in the mountains.
The dark side of the... Wait, no, the bridge. The bridge.
Maybe by a river,
The bridge of the Red October.
a stream, a lake. Maybe it's by the ocean.
Yes, the ocean. Give me a ping, Vasily. One ping only, please.
Or in the desert. See your feet in the earth.
Oh, I hate dirt. Now I gotta take a bath.
Feel the warmth of the earth meeting you.
It's all squishy.
Feeling the sun or the moon kissing your skin and allowing you to be fully present here in this space.
The moon is kissing my skin. Oh, wait, that's just Dog Cat Fox licking my toes.
Allowing yourself to feel safe.
Ah, yes. Safe. So safe. So.
The way that our subconscious mind works is when we ask it an question, we will receive the answer.
Joe Biden, is that you?
So I'm going to ask you a series of questions. I'm going to invite you to allow for yourself to trust whatever first comes. That is your correct answer. Do not judge it.
Oh no, I don't have a filter anymore.
We are going to a deeper place within your psyche, within your soul.
Yes, yes.
So being in this space in nature,
yes.
If you were to know where within you is your soul's blueprint, seeing a vortex of energy coming out of your body now,
it must be something I ate.
Pulling you deep into the body, deep into that place within you where your soul's blueprint resides.
What's the question? What's the question?
Allow for yourself to feel the sensation, this connection with your soul's blueprint that is unique to you.
I feel connected. I feel connected too. Kiro Soldier, thank you so much. Head plus wall equals possible relief from this prattle. This new age gobbledygook is really giving even me more of a headache. Well, I got to tell you, I feel such peace and tranquility, and my whole body just feels like it's floating on a mental carpet ride. Oh, join me, everyone, as we find out where we're going. Sorry, I got distracted. I was thinking about Russian submarines for some reason.
What does it feel like? If it had a color, what color would it be?
Cobalt blue.
If it had a texture, what texture would it be?
Pork loin.
And allowing yourself, using your imagination, to imagine pulling this part of you, this soul's blueprint, allow it to come out in front of you, taking shape. This aspect of you coming out in front of you now.
Yes, I can see it. It's like a wobbly shape. It's like Oh, it's like, oh wait, it's taking form. It's a giant goldfish cracker.
See it,
Yes.
feel it.
Oh, it's so salty and cheesy.
And now ask this part of you that is in front of you now taking shape.
Yes, goldfish
How
cracker.
old are you?
How old are you, goldfish cracker?
Notice what it says.
Best used by March 27th. Okay.
If it had a message for you at this time, what would the message be?
Eat me. Eat me, scribe. I'm going all over the place, guys. I'm entering a new dimension of self-awareness. I'm seeing colors that I've never seen before. A color out of space. I'm devolving into a Shatner-esque mindset. I don't know what to do. I wonder what'll happen next.
And now, asking this part of you,
yes, oh goldfish cracker.
what is my purpose?
Tell me, goldfish cracker. What is my purpose? Please give me a sign. Guide me, goldfish cracker. What should I do?
Of course!
Oh, goldfish cracker, why? No! Not the shank! Why have you forsaken me, goldfish cracker? All I ever did was love you. And now this. Oh, no. What does it mean?
On this life, on this earth.
Somebody's revving their motorcycle off in the background in the middle of this long, meaningful pause. Okay, yeah. Zen and the art of motorcycle maintenance. Om boogie 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 boogie. Om boogie boogie boogie. O watagu sayam. Any day now. Oh my gosh.
And now allowing yourself to see from the sun a golden light energy.
Yes, the golden light of cheesy goodness.
That's coming down from the sun.
Yes.
Pure refined Sami, pure refined light coming down from the sun. And imagine it pouring into this aspect in front of you, this soul's blueprint, and allow it to be filled fully with this golden light.
Oh my God, the goldfish cracker, it's blinding me. Blinding me with its light of the sun.
Beautiful.
Oh, you have no idea. It's so delicious.
Now allow for the sun to also fill you with this light from the sun.
I feel like I'm watching that. What was that movie? Wasn't that just Sunshine? You ever see that movie Sunshine with Cillian Murphy, however you say his name? Yeah, he was filled with the light by the end of that movie. Boy, howdy was he. I'm snapped out of my trance for some reason. Oh, what's going on? Oh, Kiever Dam, thank you so much. Don't worry, Scribe. There are plenty. There are plenty of fish in the box. Pepperjack, you my only friend. Thank you, Kiever Dam, so much. You know what? I think I needed this more than I knew. This kind of TEDx is something else. Boy, oh boy. I'm actually feeling very relaxed. Very, very palate cleansed. Yes. Okay. Guide me further. Oh, shaman.
This golden light coming into the body, filling you so completely.
Yes. The light filling me. So warm with booze.
Now, when you are ready, asking this aspect of you to come back into the body, allowing it to fully integrate back into the cells, the tissues, the neural pathways.
Yes, goldfish. Yes, infuse yourself. Conjoin yourself with my being, goldfish cracker. Bring your cheesy, salty, yummy, snacky goodness into my bones, into my bones.
Beautiful.
Yes.
And allowing you to come back into this room before you open your eyes, calling in all of your energy into the here and the now.
Yes, yes, yes. I feel it. I feel
Taking
it.
mental note of the
Yes.
answers you received,
Oh, yes.
the emotions you felt,
Yes.
the space and place within your body where your soul's blueprint resides.
Oh, it's right in the center. Right in the yummy, yummy center of my bones and my soul and my neurons and pathways stuff.
And before you open your eyes, saying in your imagination, in your mind,
Yes.
I am here,
I am
I
here.
am here,
I am here.
I am here.
I am here.
And when you are ready,
Yes.
open your eyes.
And oh my God, the goldfish cracker turned into a lady in a blue coat. What happened?
Beautiful.
Oh my God.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I was on a trip for sure.
Taking a deep breath, allowing you to come back fully present into this room, awakening a little bit more. Taking mental note of where that place is now within you. Every single one of us has a uniqueness.
Yes, it's a giant goldfish cracker on the bridge of the Red October flying towards the moon. What did I put in this pepper jack?
To us, the body is a beautiful vessel in which we all live in, and yet we forget that we are in co-creation with this body.
Oh.
And now it just gave you information.
Oh, it did.
This information that you now have, that sensation, that feeling,
Yes.
allows you now to tap in more to your soul's blueprint.
Oh boy, I want to tap into something. All right. Am I in a bar?
As we move through life,
Yes. Yes.
we get to now take this energy, this sensation that you felt,
The sensation that I felt? Okay.
and I'm going to invite you to do 3 things.
Oh, 3 things. That's a list. Oh my gosh. That is a list. Circling a list on the card. And also, thank you, Kiro Soldier. Banging head now. The wall, it does nothing. The goggles, they do nothing. Thank you, Kiro Soldier. All right. Well, after that journey, after that amazing journey, I think I would be remiss if I didn't at least.
What? You gotta be fucking kidding.
Right?
For whatever else we are about to experience in the remainder of this talk, I think I am safe in saying that that entire segment was a decidedly deserved WTF. All right. 4 and almost 5 minutes to go, guys, and then whatever we just did.
How do we start to implement this more into our lives?
Implement this more into our lives. A giant goldfish cracker piloting the Red October to the moon. I honestly don't know. How do I integrate that into my life?
One, the first thing is notice your thoughts.
I cannot help but notice my thoughts.
Just like in the very beginning, every single one of us has had these thoughts that are limited. They're limiting. They're not.
Everyone, wait. Has everyone had the thought of a giant goldfish cracker piloting the Red October to the moon? Am I not alone in that? What?
Not true.
What? Oh.
I would bet that every single one of us resonated with 1, 2, 5, 6 of the things that I said.
Oh, the limit. All right. The personal insults and letdowns. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll take it back. Yes, you're right. Because those are generic. Those are common to the human experience. Self-doubt, uncertainty, interrogation about one's worth or talent or ability. Yeah, of course. Sorry, I really should, lean on the things that I've.
Of course.
Yes, everyone has had those thoughts in some way, shape, or form in their lives, or shades thereof. It's a common tool used in a TEDx talk to try to bring in the audience as though, oh, you're having some kind of amazing insight into everything. So yes.
So if all of us have similar limiting beliefs, how could they be true?
Well, they could be true. Maybe someone isn't a particularly good parent. Maybe someone does need to do something about their weight, either in gaining or losing. They could be true. They might be totally self-doubt. It depends on the person and the situation.
They're not.
They could be. They could be revelations of self-reflection. Maybe someone realizes that they're not good enough at this thing and need to change their career path or their interest or something else. There's no shame in trying something out, finding out you don't like it, or you're not good enough at it or have enough passion for it than you would hope you would in order to succeed and move on to something else. So sometimes self-doubt is just you being honest with yourself. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it feels, what's I'm looking for? Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. That's what I meant. Pepperjack, what are you doing to my memory? I almost sound like the president.
So the next time you notice a thought coming in and you wonder, could this be true? I want you to ask yourself, is this true?
Well, okay. Either way, in most respects, am I not my own worst witness? Right? I mean, if I really do suffer from self-doubt to the point that every time I do something, say something or otherwise, I'm second guessing, and maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but if I just believe it's not true and proceed under a false belief of certitude, is that better?
9 times out of 10, your instant answer will be no.
Well, wait, if I already have doubts about my ability in thing, and then I ask myself, is this true? My answer is going to be 9 times out of 10, no. Okay, we have gone away from odd meditative stuff to just bad advice.
And the thought will dissipate.
Oh, it will? Oh, okay.
This is how you start to become more of a master of your thoughts, not just being a bystander, but a master to the mind, to the thoughts that create your reality.
If I'm going to dismiss any thought I have that might tend to discourage me from something, whether I should be or shouldn't be discouraged from it, but I should just forget it, just ignore it, just completely. What if my instincts are trying to tell me something useful? What if I'm actually bad at my thing? Am I a bad father? Let me think about that for a second. Nah, I'm perfect. Let me continue doing this terrible thing to my children and ruining their psychology for the rest of their life. No, that's not good advice. That's not good advice, right? It's not. There is something to be said for not being too self-critical, overly self-critical. I know something about that. I am terrible at giving myself a compliment, let alone taking any from anybody else. So I've learned how to handle that better over the years. I still, have those things. I still have a lot of self-doubts, a lot of, I guess, imposter syndrome, if you want to call it that, on certain things. But, sometimes it's true. I can tell when I'm being too hard on myself. And then there are times where it's like, I've tried this 3 times. It hasn't turned out well. I'm not enjoying myself. Maybe I should try something different. It's a balancing act, I know, but I'll be interested to hear your comments. Chat, when we get to the bingo card.
2, seeing life as being in service to us.
That's seeing life as being in service to us? How so?
Similar to when we did the diagram, everybody's lives is going to look very different, very complicated.
We didn't see the diagram. You didn't show us the or TEDx did not show us the diagram, but okay, I'll take your word for it. Yes, life is complicated,
That was just a very simplistic version.
If you say so.
Many times, many of us hit very, very dark places, and it always pushes us to somewhere else. The quickest way to move out of the dark places, those challenging pain points, is to ask, what is in this that's wanting me to see? What am I asking to learn in this?
It leaves out vital context. I don't even know.
What is my higher self, the bigger part of me, the part of me that wants more self-mastery, asking to see in this? What's the wisdom? What's the lesson?
Okay. I'm doing my best here, guys. All right. Yes. Self-reflection on your experiences and assessing, like the example I always go to is something that I've had happen more than a few times. I went to a party and I tried to be social, and my social skills, they've improved over the years, but there was a time that they were pretty bad. And so I'd come back from the party and I would say to myself, why did you act like that? Or why didn't you do this? Why didn't you talk to this person? Why did you just stand there? Why didn't you say what you were thinking, et cetera, et cetera. You review the events in your head and you go like, okay, I don't enjoy how things went. I don't enjoy how I felt being there, doing this, saying that, whatever. So as reference for the future, if I find myself in that same situation again or a similar one, I am going to try to do this rather than that. I'm going to try to say this rather than nothing or whatever. And you make tiny little adjustments as time goes on to try to refine and improve how you're behaving and make yourself feel better about yourself as things go on. It's not easy. Some people are better at it than others, but as long as you make the conscious effort to do so and not just assume that everything was perfect or that everything is terrible, it is likely that you will change over time. This is what we call wisdom. You gain wisdom about yourself in particular, but also other experiences. Yes, okay. I'm doing my best here to give her some benefit of the doubt here, guys. Yes, but this is also very boilerplate life advice as well.
So see life through a lens of curiosity. And third, create space and stillness.
Well, I did plenty of that with my goldfish submarine cracker imagination.
In our busy lives, we are addicted to the busyness.
I am most certainly not.
All of us have addictions.
Hi, my name's Scribe, and I'm a TEDx addict. Hi, Scribe.
Whether it's literal addictions or social media or busyness, the chaos of life is a very convenient distraction.
How is social media not a literal addiction? If you're what?
It actually will continue to be that convenient distraction to keep us small.
What?
I know in my life, I can count on one hand the amount of times where I got so quiet that I heard very clearly.
Tell us about the voices.
The places and spaces within me where I had to make some really painful choices.
Would you care to give us an example just for reference purposes?
But because I was quiet enough, they landed so deep and so true and resonated so deeply, I couldn't refute them.
There is a very off-color metaphor I could have just used there, but I'll let you all use your own imaginations.
Leaving my marriage.
Now we're really getting into it.
Closing down my business.
Leaving your okay.
Leaving my religion. Those were things that were very, very difficult to receive answers on, and yet when they hit, you know them and you cannot go against them.
Okay. Well, again, doing my best to be charitable. There is a phrase that I've used several times. I think it came from a movie or a book or something. And some people don't understand it when I say it, but I'll explain. If there is any doubt, there is no doubt. So, as the most basic example, I go into a tattoo parlor to get a tattoo. The tattoo artist says, "What do you want?" And I say this. And before he even puts needle to skin, he says, "Are you ready?" If there is any doubt, there is no doubt. If I'm about to make a decision, or I find myself in a situation that is going to be perpetual, or I cannot reverse, or should be something that goes on for a long time, etc., like a relationship, a marriage, a job, whatever, and I have any particular doubt when I'm at this, crossing the Rubicon moment where I can't go back and I can't reverse it, if there is any doubt, there is no doubt. You know what your decision is, right? So you don't get the tattoo, is the simple thing. So sure, if you thought deep and hard about your marriage and about your career and about your religion and all this other stuff, and you said, none of it's making me happy, and you're absolutely sure about that, and there's no going back from that, then okay. I only hope, whatever else is going on, I hope for our speaker's sake that she's in a happier place. Also, thank you, Froggy, for the happy, smiley Dogcat Fox. Oh, Dogcat Fox.
Wowie wow wow.
And appropriately enough, there is a Froggy Dogcat Fox again. Second time tonight. Thank you, Froggy. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the evening and the show. Okay, anyway, my own life advice aside here.
However,
Yeah.
most of us want those daily inspirations, like, hey, what's my inspiration day? How do I actually trust my intuition?
I don't know. How do I? Tell me, oh, tell me true.
Or are we quiet enough to actually listen to the gentle tap on the shoulder?
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Because our intuition is never super loud. It's often very quiet.
Uh-huh.
Most people have a hard time to actually have the courage to take the step. I feel to do this. Well, that feels scary. Great. Go do it.
Okay, yes, depending on the circumstances, just sort of taking the leap, starting the momentum of doing something or making a change. Yes, okay, I'm circling benevolent condescension because between her opening salvo of commonly held self-doubt and everything else, and this, it's feeling a little too 101 life coach stuff now.
Take one step, then the next,
Yes.
then the next.
Uh-huh.
As a shaman, I carry what's called being an Aini.
Mecca lecca hi mecca aini ho.
Aini is right relationship with self.
Oh, okay. Apologies for anyone out there who was a believer in the Aini.
And one of my favorite stories to illustrate this is of a village that lives at the top of these mountains, and they're going through a drought. And
A drought at the top of the mountains. Okay.
depended upon their crops for survival.
They have crops and a drought at the top of a mountain. Okay.
So they call in a shaman to the village. The shaman comes up to the village. She asks for somewhere to stay. They provide her a hut. She enters into the hut. And after 3 days, she steps out.
3 days, huh? Well, that seems to be a common theme in things.
When she steps out, the rains come.
Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a shaman do. Yeah.
The villagers praise her,
Yeah.
say, oh my goodness, what did you do?
What did she do? What did the shaman do?
She said, your village was so out of Aini.
Collect 10 Aini and return them to the village. Sounds like a side quest.
She said, your village was so out of Aini. It took me 3 days to get myself into Aini, right relationship with self. And when I did that, it reverberated out into the land and everything came to balance.
So if I can get right with Aini, the rain will come?
So,
a needle pulling thread.
My invitation to all of you today.
Yes.
Every single one of you is amazing.
There could be some very boring people in the audience. I'm just saying.
Has a purpose here on this earth and
maybe
has a gift to offer.
Maybe.
When you allow for yourself to bring more peace, to settle the war internally, to learn how to cultivate deeper and deeper self-love for you first, it ripples out into the planet. And this is how we not only lift ourselves,
but also the planet.
But we lift the world.
Oh, I was close. I was close. I won't call it a psychic moment, but you know, if you allow your anger to master, if you do not learn to master your anger, then your anger will become your master. Is that it? I think I heard that from the Sphinx.
What we do for the one, we do for the all.
Right.
But it first starts with you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Absolute gobbledygook. Utter and total gobbledygook. I mean, I didn't know what to expect. I guess I got exactly what we deserved. You get what you deserve. Okay. Well, anyway, let me make sure that the bingo card is all nice and updated now. All right. So that's where we're at. Pretty, appropriately enough, a very shallow current result on the bingo card for a very shallow, not very deep, guided meditation. Excuse me. All right, so I'm going to go over the card one more time by myself. If you have an argument for squares to be circled, please hold on to them for a moment, and I will get to you. Also, be curious to know, aside from bingo results, as you went through the guided meditation from our shaman speaker, what form did your blueprint take? Was it, by any chance, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? If so, what's wrong with you? Thank you so much, Keeper Dam. Stream suspended. Oh, no. No. All right. Well, unbeknownst to me, as sometimes happens, this isn't the first time this has happened, but it's rare. It's happened 3 times. Well, now this is the 3rd time, as far as I know. One time was when my sister and I were doing a live movie watch of The Wasp Woman, a movie that I thought was public domain, but apparently that particular copy or something wasn't. And so if you let something run too long without an interruption or some kind of change to it, it's entirely possible that YouTube will pick it up as, streaming copyrighted content or something, and therefore, blah, you get stuck for a little bit until that stops. It happened also on a TEDx a long time ago, and this is just the 3rd time. So it does happen. It's not the end of the world, as far as I know. It doesn't count as a strike against me, as far as I know. So anyway, we shall proceed. Apologies for the cutoff there. I'll have to go in and edit that out from the recording after the broadcast is over with. But either way, we're back. So, as I was saying, I'm going to go over the bingo card one more time to see if there are any other squares to be circled. If you have arguments for squares to be circled, hold on to them. I'll get to you momentarily. Also, if you missed this part, because I don't know when I got cut off exactly, also in the chat, I'd like to know, as you were going through the guided meditation, what form did your soul's blueprint take? Mine was a giant goldfish cracker. Was yours the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? Let me know in the chat in a moment. All right, collectivize his own demographic. We are people. We all have souls. I'm going to be a little loosey-goosey with this one because why not? It was a kind of a loosey-goosey presentation. So there you go. Also, Keeverdam, thank you for the super chat to tell me that the stream got interrupted. I brought it up on screen, but I assume that it also didn't show up because the stream was interrupted. So let me at least, where'd it go? There it is. Streams, yeah. So thank you for the heads up. Appreciate it. I didn't know otherwise. StreamYard doesn't tell me when that happens. It doesn't know. It just continues to roll on. All right. Moving on. Systemic or institutional? No. Sales pitch for product or service? Yes, she was promoting her services as a shaman. I mean, if nothing else, this was a demonstration of her method, talent, skill, whatever you want to call it. So in a way, yes, I think it was kind of a sales pitch. Childhood or family anecdote? I don't think she ever talked about herself. No, she talked about her divorcing her husband. That's right. That is technically a family anecdote. So I'll circle that one. Diversity, equity, or inclusion? No. Plays victim? I can't say that having a self-revelation of changing your life makes her playing victim. So unless there's something else in there that I missed. Microaggressions or unconscious bias. No, not in the sense that it fits for the square, as far as I know. Privilege. No. Contradicts own point or argument. I mean, what was the argument? You need to self-actualize, look internally for answers to what you want to do. I don't know I don't know. Patriarchy, no. Weightless example. The musk deer. It just was such a weird segue. It didn't make any sense. You could have come up with something far less bizarre, and it didn't really come back in any way, shape, or form. Economic disparity, no. Feminism, no. Marginalization. In a way, when she talked about like not feeling connected and so on, I know I'm reaching here a little bit, but I'm trying to keep at least within the theme of the talk, if nothing else. So I'll circle that one. White supremacy, no. Argumentative non sequitur. I mean, the whole thing was kind of an argumentative non sequitur. It just was all over the place. And lastly, anecdote that probably never happened. She didn't really give us any anecdotes. She talked about herself very briefly. I can believe that, and I think it's been proven by people in the chat, that the whole musk deer thing is actually true, that people do value the musk sack as some kind of valuable fragrance or cologne additive or something. So there you go. That's the card as I have it. So far dodged any bingos. So now it's your time. If you've got an argument for squares to be circled, let me know in the chat. And again, apologies for the interruption. For those of you listening in the future, hopefully you won't see it, because after this entire stream is processed, I will go back and remove the silent or blank portion of the stream. All right. So going back down to the chat, I hope I didn't lose anybody from the audience thinking that the stream was over. But anyway. Let's see. Going down. Excuse me. Your average bacon. Sadly, I was laughing too hard to fully manifest my soul blueprint. Oh, well, that's too bad. That's too bad. One-ton hammer. I tried to think of something that could never hurt me. It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow. There you go. Exactly. Found says, mine was Mel Gibson in Road Warrior. That's a good one. You're ridiculous. I must have missed that part. Fang deer are weird. Yeah. Fang deer are weird. Spittlebuggy, Scribelight, does talking about her own inky count as patriarchy? Inky? I don't think so. Osan, Scribelight, anecdote that didn't happen. The whole thing with the shaman at the end. I mean, she was using that as sort of an allegory, an abstract. I don't think she was talking about a real thing. She was giving like a abstract example, right? To explain the whole inky dinky thing. I don't know. Let's see. Don't see any other comments coming in. Did the whole stream die? If I don't see any comments coming in, I just assume that the whole stream died, which I suppose is possible. So let me know in the chat if you're actually here. I need to balance my inky. Yeah, you do. You do. Okay, people are still here. Yeah, when the chat completely stops moving, that has been a warning sign to me in the past that the whole stream has died. So appreciate it. All right. Here. Shadowclaw, good evening. Resolute Germ, good evening. Urkel Di Stefano, good evening. Attorney Eris, good evening as well. All right. I think that's it. Between the guided meditation that got my stream spiked for momentarily. Thankfully, it happened right at the end of the presentation, so we really didn't miss much. Aside from that, I suppose actually did you guys? I don't know where it got cut off. Did we make it all the way through to the end of the presentation before the interruption occurred? I'm not going to go back and restart the video on the off chance that I trigger something again. But Did we actually get to the part where she said thank you and goodbye? Okay, we did. It was just perfect timing that happened. And then as I stop the video, the stream gets spiked. Oh, well, anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to call it here. That was much more entertaining than I thought it would be, just in its weirdness and all the opportunities I had to be snarky. No bingos, but not every day can be a bingo day. We get a WTF, get a word salad. If it was another bingo card, we would have had probably a couple of bingos, but it's all right. Let's see. Attorney Eris, presentation ended. You said gobbledygook and the stream went out. Of course, just then. Well, at least we got through the whole thing together and nothing major was lost. All right. Well, with that, let's see. Any other programming notes? Yes. First and foremost, Saturday. This is a new thing that's happening. Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, if I have my hours right there. Yes. Over on the Ranting Monkeys channel will be the first episode of a new review series that Ranting Monkey and I are doing as we watch each episode of the series Reacher on Amazon Prime, reviewing season 1 and then season 2, 1 episode a week until we're done. And the series is called Reacher Rounds. I came up with that all on my lonesome. Ranting Monkey can take no credit nor blame. But yes, the first episode of Reacher Rounds will take place on Ranting Monkey's channel, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. I think we're going to go back and forth between channels hosting the show. So there you go. Beyond that, let's see. Sunday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern will be the Sunday stream where I'll talk about a thing. Not sure what it'll be yet, but it'll be a thing. And then as well, Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern over on Midnight's Edge After Dark, I will join the panel for the series called The Shit Show, where the shit show, the shit list, pardon me. It can sometimes turn into a shit show, where we talk about our top 5s and different things. And this week, in honor of upcoming Valentine's Day, we're going to be talking about our top 5 romantic comedies. Boy, howdy, is that going to be funny? Because some of our choices are romantic comedies in their own ways. I'll just say that. But with that, everybody, I'm going to call it here again. Appreciate you all being here. Simon Willikins says, now to watch Sinatra's video. Yeah, go check out Sinatra's video. Go check out, Ranting Monkey has got to be doing a stream tonight on the press conference that just occurred before my stream started. So go check out Ranting Monkey's channel. At some point, I'm sure he'll be starting up a stream if he hasn't already. But otherwise, everyone, thank you for joining me for this tumultuous, but yet personally insightful Goldfish stream. Moderators, thank you for keeping an eye on things. Even though everyone here is so well behaved, you have very, very little to do. Everybody who donated either to myself or to the GoFundMe's at the top of the chat box, thank you guys so much for your generosity. It is very much appreciated. Hope you all have a good rest of your Thursday and your Friday ahead of you. Hope you have a good weekend. I hope you're all safe and well. And I totally almost forgot about the Discord, didn't I? Totally almost. Almost totally? Totally almost. Let me make sure I do that before I forget in this, again, tumultuous, crazy, distracting broadcast. There's the link to the Discord. If you want to join the Discord server, all you have to do is click on that link. You'll find yourself on the landing channel called Say Hello. And in addition to saying hello, you have to say the secret word in order to tell me and my moderators that you actually watch the show. And today's secret word is interruption, because that's what we experienced. Just say hello, interruption, and I'll know that you watch the show. Everyone, I hope you're all safe and well. If you are not well, please get well soon, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.